Hello everybody, I am Tiago with Attack on Tiago, and for today's video, I will be previewing the Spring 2022 anime season with a friend. And if you're new to this channel, if you haven't already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button to be notified next time I upload a video. Also, please be sure to check out my community Discord server. It is rapidly growing with many fun members and events. The link is in the description below. So today, the spring anime season will be starting very soon. It'll be starting in approximately a week. So what better than to discuss this anime season that is upcoming with someone who also likes these seasonal anime with me. And that person that is joining me today is my friend, Bomb.
Hello, I'm Bomb, and I love anime.
Wow, what a great introduction, Bomb.
Thank you.
Bomb and I loved exploring the new anime that came out in 2021. We were giving each other recommendations, so I thought it'd be best to have him in on one of these videos, and what better than for this video since there's a lot of good anime to talk about this season. So let's just get right into it. So on my anime list, the top anime they have on here that most people are looking forward to this season is Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. And Bob, I know you have some controversial takes on Rising of the Shield Hero in general.
I do have some very strong opinions.
Yes. So, what is your anticipation for Season 2? And also, can you give some thoughts on overall Season 1 and what you're expecting in Season 2?
Okay, I'll be honest, I did watch all of Season 1. I did make myself go through it all, even though it was quite painful. And I will probably watch Season 2, just so I know what happens. But I do not like it much. And one of my main dislikes for it is that it's quite generic. It's not that interesting of a show. It's the same tropes as you'd see in other isekai, and it kind of like tries to overturn that by being like, oh, this is more about he has the shield, or it's like a revenge story, but it doesn't stay that way for long, and it turns into just another generic isekai. And to be honest,
sorry, keep going.
This season 2, I don't expect great things from. But yeah, what were you saying?
I will be honest as well. So something that's a little nitpick for me with Rising of the Shield Hero as a series is they introduced the concept of him being very lackluster when it came to offensive prowess. You know, he's the shield hero. He's supposed to be very defensive. But as it turns out, not only is he super defensive and has those powers, but his shield seems super offensive as well. So it completely negates the whole purpose of why I feel like the shield's supposed to be useless or not as useful.
Yeah, it was like, oh no, everyone's like, oh, he got the shield, haha, weak, and then he's like, oh, I'm actually the strongest and I have every single power that you guys have. It's like,
yeah, I basically have all of your offensive powers, but also defensive powers as well, making me super overpowered. But I will say, Rising of Shield Hero to me is very enjoyable. Season 1, I binged so fast. I thought it was very enjoyable. I thought it was good pacing. I liked Raphtalia also as a side character to Naofumi. And I think the revenge plot was done pretty well. I think that there's some stuff like to me, like the church and priest stuff, and the Pope, to me, that's when it slowed down and even towards the end. But with Season 2, Season 1 sort of left off on a cliffhanger with the introduction of, I don't remember the character's name.
Was it like some weird island place?
Yes.
Yeah.
But they introduced that there's other people that were summoned to this world as well.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
And I don't remember the character's name, but she was very powerful and she defeated Naofumi. But it was revealed that her and a few other people have been summoned as well. So I'm curious to see how that turns out. I'm definitely going to be watching this, as it is a very popular isekai. and we'll see how it goes. But I have limited expectations for it. I thought season 1 was very enjoyable, so I'm hoping season 2 is as well.
I don't have many expectations, but I will watch it. I'll see how it goes, just so I can
you gotta give
have
it a
more
chance.
I'll have more material to hate on it.
That is true. You didn't read it, did you? Right?
No, I didn't read it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't either. So I have no idea what's about to happen.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, so the next anime on here that is also very popular, and it's the next popular one on this, is Kaguya-sama Season 3.
Yo, this one I am very excited for.
Have you read or you just seen the anime?
I have read the manga. I'm up to date.
Okay, so do you already know like what's about to happen?
Yep, I think I know what's gonna happen and stuff. I can't remember the exact like plot, but yeah.
So actually, I have a question for you. Because I've never read the manga. Is the manga how it's styled and how the chapters turn out? Is it just like one chapter is how one event's happening that they're like trying to figure out how to best each other? Is that how?
That's like most of like the initial chapters are like basically just one event, and it's like at the end, this character wins or this character wins. The style is quite stylistically similar, yeah.
But eventually it gets off of that.
I mean, the anime and the manga both get off of that.
Yeah, I would say season 2 definitely starts staying away from that, or straying away from that. But I am looking forward to this. I think also the cast is great. I think the core cast knocks it out of the park. The chemistry is unreal. I think they play off each other so well. I love Ishigami, in my opinion, the best, especially what they did with him in season 2.
Yeah, I do love him. They did start his redemption arc at the end of season 2, and I am hoping it gets expanded on.
I agree. To me, I think he had the most emotional impact on the series.
Well,
you don't agree with that, or do you?
I do agree with that. I was recently rewatching it with a bunch of friends, and we did kind of notice it was kind of like it felt a tiny bit shoehorned in there.
I see.
But it's not like it wasn't.
Maybe they were just trying to also just flesh out more of the characters instead of just Kaguya and Miyuki, you know?
Yeah. Like, it just, like, because, like, the entirety of Season 1 and most of Season 2, he's just portrayed as, like, rather a dick. Or, like, just an introvert and kind of a cold and kind of, like, incelic. But, like, and then... like the end of season 2, they've given him like this just redemption, and they kind of like just change his character a bit for it.
Okay.
Like the whole bit where he's like, you know what, I'm actually gonna try be social, kind of came out of nowhere. With him joining the sports club, or like the sports cheer club.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that. I still liked it though. I still like that.
I still like it. I will say I still like it. I'm just like rewatching and thinking back now. Like I still very enjoy his story, but I do like to be critical of things I enjoy.
That's fair. That's very fair. Well, something that I definitely enjoy is our next pick, and it's a manga I read, and it's still ongoing. And they finally made an anime on it. It is Spy X Family. I am so looking forward to this.
I am also very much looking forward to this. I have read this. I'm up to date, and this is going to be amazing.
I got up to date with it, and then I couldn't figure out a manga to read. It was like months ago, and I decided to read it again because I forgot exactly with some things how it happened, and it's too damn enjoyable. It's too damn enjoyable entertaining.
Yeah.
So for anyone that also doesn't know what Spy X Family is, I'm going to paint you a picture real quick. And the premise is so goofy and over the top, but it's amazing. So we have the spy. Think of him as the super spy. And in order to infiltrate and get connected with this powerful individual, he needs to pose as a family man. So as that, he needs a wife and a kid. So he ends up adopting a kid, and that kid can read minds. And he ends up picking out a wife, and the wife ends up being an assassin. And the child who can read minds knows the father is a spy, knows the mother is an assassin. The mother and father don't know anything about each other, don't know that the kid can read minds. And it's that huge dynamic that makes up a lot of the goofy moments and the funny moments in the series. And it's just so endlessly entertaining. And they keep adding in new characters and new situations, and it's so funny, so enjoyable, so lighthearted, amazing. Bomb, what are your overall thoughts on Spy X Family and your expectations?
Like, pretty much the same as you. I've really enjoyed reading it. It's quite fun. Like, definitely gets me laughing. And all the characters so far I quite enjoy. Like, it's especially some of the core cast is amazing chemistry.
Yeah. A fan favorite of mine who's a side character is I'm trying to remember exactly his name, but I think it's Yuri. It's the brother of
the brother.
He's funny.
He's really funny.
He's so funny to me, but I love him as well. Spy X Family is being also done by Cloverworks and Wit Studio. Wit Studio did Ranking of Kings, and it's also doing an anime that we'll talk about later, but I am really looking forward to Spy X Family.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna say now that Spy X Family will probably be the number one of the spring anime season, in my opinion.
That's my guess as well. I think it'll be the best this spring season. I'm really curious to see though how it stacks up to maybe some later anime. Because I will say, and I know you agree with this, and we'll keep this part short. Winter 2022, aside from like Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer, was very disappointing.
Yes, I agree. Even like fall. Oh no, sorry. Wait, no, I'm just
Winter 2022. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, so let's move on. The next one to talk about that is very popular is Komi-san Season 2. So Komi-san Can't Communicate. So I ended up dropping Komi-san Season 1. I never read the manga. Yeah, I dropped it. I thought it was very well animated, but I never really got connected with it. I really didn't. But it's not like I thought it was bad. I was also just prioritizing other things at the time. But if you read the manga, or if you saw the anime, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it and what you're looking forward to in Season 2.
Okay, if I'm being completely honest, I started watching episode 1 of Komi-san with a friend, finished that, meant to watch more, never did, but I did read the manga up till last year. So I have a decent idea of what should be going on, though I don't know where the first season dropped off.
If you had to like roughly guess on what you think Season 2 will be, like what is your expectations for it?
Honestly, it's been over a year since I've read it. I'm like, it's kind of hazy. I believe it should be pretty strong, considering it's like quite recently coming after the previous season. It's probably same studio.
I believe it is same studio.
Yeah, same studio, like, and it's probably going to be the same kind of style, which a lot of people like, so I assume that it'll be popular this season as well.
I mean, I don't think it was bad. It doesn't sound like you thought it was bad either. I mean,
no.
So I'd be willing to give it another shot because I think I was prioritizing other things watching at the time because I believe it came out in the fall season of last year, fall 2021. And to me, there was just much better anime that was going on that year or that season. So
yep.
I just didn't prioritize it.
I'm not gonna lie, fall 2021 was like one of the biggest anime seasons.
It was very good. It was definitely very good.
It was kind of hard to keep track on anything, so...
Yeah, completely understood. Well, the next one on here that I think we should briefly mention, I don't think either of us have seen, but it's Date A Live Season 4. Now, there is someone in the server, I'm not going to say their name unless they really want me to, but I won't say their name, that is a huge fan of Date A Live and is really looking forward to Season 4. But do you really know anything about Date A Live? I don't even really know much.
Okay. From my understanding, I know it's a harem anime, and I've kind of just formed the assumption in my head that it's very fan service and no plot. That's just what I think of it. I don't actually know anything about it. I think I watched an episode once because a friend really told me that I should, and I kind of like, it was pretty generic. I didn't get invested. It says it's a mecha here on the list, and I'm not into mechas either.
Oh, there's some decent mechas that are out there, but
okay, I know you really like Code Geass, and Code Geass
I don't really consider Code Geass a mecha anime, because I think mecha is more of a background in what's going on in Code Geass.
True, that's quite true. Gurren Lagann is a good mecha then.
Gurren Lagann's a great mecha. I also like Iron-Blooded Orphans.
I haven't seen it.
That's the only Gundam one I've seen that I really like that one.
But yeah, usually I don't watch mechas. So.
Yeah, so to me it's a combination of a few things that I don't watch, which is harem, fan service, and also I generally don't watch mecha either. So this just didn't interest me. But for the people that do, I mean, I bet this is huge. I mean, because I know Date A Live, it's not like it's not popular. I know it's popular.
Yeah. Like, some of the characters I see a lot, especially I think her name is Toka, or like...
Kurumi. She's very popular. Kurumi Tokisaki.
Oh,
I may be pronouncing that wrong. She is very popular, and Yoshino. Those are the only two I knew beforehand.
Is Toko Yatogami one? Or is that a different anime completely?
Oh, no, she is. She is.
She is?
I don't recognize her. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember which one she is. I think she's the purple hair one, but I can't recall.
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
Clearly, we don't really know. So I think we should just move on from Date A Live.
Yeah, let's move on.
So I think these are the ones that are really the popular ones. The ones I think a lot of people are looking forward to. And then there's a lot of like other things that are mixed in here. Like I'm looking at the very next one. And the English title is Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. And it looks like just a typical comedy romance slice of life anime. But actually reading the description does sound kind of interesting. So
I read it, yeah.
Shikimori, I'm just going to read it for the people that are watching. Shikimori seems like the perfect girlfriend. Cute, fun to be around, sweet, and when she wants to be. But she has a cool, dark side that comes out under the right circumstances. And her boyfriend, Izumi, loves to be around when that happens. Sounds kind of interesting. I mean,
like, the cool dark side is definitely like a hook that grabs you.
Yeah, it's a little different than maybe the typical romance anime where maybe the boyfriend will be struggling to really connect with the person because they like him, but then when the dark side comes out, it's like, oh, this could be like a little bit of a struggle, you know? So that could be maybe interesting. I don't recognize the studio at all. I have never seen the studio produce anything. Oh, actually, I just looked up what the studio did. I recognize two things for sure. Actually, I recognize a few, but I'm going to mention two. So Gabriel Dropout. I actually do like Gabriel Dropout. I thought that was a really funny, underrated comedy anime.
I just looked it up.
And there's another one on here that is another person's favorite anime, and it's Umaru-chan. And I think I'm just not going to watch this anime now, so I think we're good. So
I know someone who would watch this anime.
Yeah, so let's just move on and not mention that.
I will actually just looking at the things, this anime is only 1K behind Date A Live.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I wonder if it had a very popular manga.
I wonder.
I do not know this.
If I'm like feeling a bit bored, I might watch it.
Maybe, yeah. Also, maybe if some of these anime like just fail to live up to our expectations, and then it goes to this one, it could be just enjoyable. You know, you never know. Let's see.
I was gonna say, especially me de-stressing after watching a Shield Hero episode.
My goodness, you and Shield Hero. You're gonna like it. You never know. So there's a few other ones that I'm just gonna briefly mention. Kingdom Season 4. I know the manga's amazing. I haven't read it, but I heard the anime's been getting better. But I heard it started horrible, so I never decided to watch it. There is Ascendance of a Bookworm Season 3. I've only seen Season 1, and I thought it was okay, but not enough for me to keep going. Have you seen that?
Like, I feel like I've definitely heard things about Ascendance of a Bookworm, but I don't think I've actually ever seen it, so...
Okay. Yeah, I've only seen season 1, and honestly, I thought it was okay. It did not impress me.
It doesn't sound that interesting.
I'd say that wraps up from the TV series on here. There might be some surprises that we'll maybe see, like a ranking of kings that comes out of nowhere and just impresses us. There might be some of that in here, but I'm saying of the ones we know, I think that's it, or the ones that at least we're somewhat looking forward to. Unless there's another one on here for you.
I was scanning earlier, and have you heard of Tomodachi Game before? Because I feel like I've heard that name a bunch.
Tomodachi? I've heard of Tomodachi.
Tomodachi Game.
Interesting. So I'm looking at the series that you're mentioning right now. I have no idea what's going to happen with this. Tomodachi just sounds
kind of interesting. Well, Tomodachi, I believe, means friend. So it's like friend game. And it looks like a psychological one.
Yeah, actually, so the theme is high stakes game, psychological strategy. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to give a short synopsis and also the synopsis that was given to me on my anime list for the people that are watching. So, Yuichi Katagiri has battled financial hardships his whole life, but has learned to stay content and positive thanks to his close circle of friends. To keep a promise he made to them, Yuichi saves up enough money to join them on a school trip. But when the gathered money mysteriously goes missing, suspicion falls on two of Yuichi's friends, Shiho and Makoto, who are in charge of collecting the payments. Although innocent, Shiho and Makoto take responsibility for the failure to protect the money when no one else comes forward. A few days later, Yuichi and the friends receive mysterious letters to trick them into meeting up. Upon arrival, they are ambushed and knocked unconscious. They wake up in a mysterious room in the presence of Manabu-kun, a character from a controversial children's show that stopped airing due to its malicious content. He informs the group that one of them indirectly gathered them together in order to settle a large debt. They are to play a friendship game, a series of games that will test the strength of their bond and trust in each other. As the group's faith wavers due to the growing number of secrets and betrayals, Yuichi must figure out who of his friends he can actually trust. That actually sounds pretty interesting.
It sounds pretty interesting, I'll agree. Like, the plot definitely grabs me.
Yeah, it's sort of like a combination also like Squid Game, Alice in Borderland, but also meets
like Danganronpa.
Yeah, actually Danganronpa, yeah, I like that.
I was thinking Danganronpa, Squid Game, kind of.
But do you know
it
what
also
I also
really
think?
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be one of those animes that also will suck.
Yeah, I was also going to say that. I feel like either like something with the animation or style will kind of just not grab you, and it'll kind of just
I feel like mediocre. There's been a lot of these kind of anime that have been made, and a lot of them have done bad. That's just my opinion.
I can't think of any off the top of my head, but like the bit with like the controversial character figure, it just feels weird, and I feel like I don't know. I just feel like there'll be something about it that just doesn't vibe that much.
Could be. But anyways, I think we should move on from the TV series. And if we scroll down to the ONA, which is basically, they're sort of like movies. I just want to mention one ONA in particular before then we move on to the actual movies. And one ONA I want to mention is called Bubble. And Bubble is maybe not the best name. It's not the most appealing name to many people. But Bubble has a lot going for it. Bubble is directed by the same director of Attack on Titan. Bubble is written by the same people who did Madoka Magica. It's character designed by the same people who did Death Note. The music by the same people who did Promare, which is very similar to Gurren Lagann. And the studio is Wit Studio, which is the studio, in my opinion, that's been absolutely knocking out of the park lately. And having both of our favorite anime of 2021, I think, with Ranking of Kings. Ranking of Kings.
Definitely.
And the trailer for this doesn't reveal a lot, but it looks so gorgeous, so interesting, that I'm just so excited for this.
Yeah, the animation looks great. I mean, it's to be expected of like a movie, especially a Netflix movie, but
especially
still,
with
it looks
Studio too.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful. And since it is Wit Studio, I am also a lot more excited for it.
Yep, I agree with you. I'm definitely going to be watching that one.
I definitely will too. I really hope it doesn't disappoint because this looks amazing. And I think this could be one that really shocks everybody. All right, now there's two movies that I think we should mention then before wrapping up the video. And the first one, let's talk about Quintessential Quintuplets, the movie. And I recently have caught up. I watched both seasons of Quintessential Quintuplets and finished it.
Nice.
And surprisingly, really loved it. I really like the series. Probably one of the best romance series I have watched. And I'm really looking forward to this movie. I finally get to get the closure and figure out who really is the person he's going to marry, even though I believe it's going to be Yotsuba, since it was revealed at the end of season 2 that she was the one in the photo. But obviously they could do some sort of trick or plot twist and not have it be Yotsuba. But that's what it seems like it's going to be. But either way, Quintessential Quintuplets. I know you read the manga, so
I've read
you
the
gonna watch
manga.
The movie as well.
To be honest, I didn't watch season 2. I only watched season 1 and then read the manga after that, and then season 2 came out later, so I didn't really feel the need to watch season 2 since I kind of knew the events that were going to happen. It's definitely enjoyable, and I didn't actually know about the movie before today, or like even if it was like a recap or like an add-on, but it looks like it's probably going to be good. And I'm not gonna.
Oh, keep going.
And I was like, yeah, I've read it. I'm not gonna say anything about who it is or anything.
Don't spoil it. Yeah, I knew it was coming out. I didn't know it was coming out actually in the spring, but I knew it was coming out because I thought that season 2 was the last season. I thought it was it. So when season 2 ended, I was like, what? I don't even get the reveal. And I quickly looked up online season 3, and there was no season 3. Instead, it had the movie. I was like, So I knew there was a movie coming, but I didn't know it was this spring. So that's going to be good. The other one to talk about is Odd Taxi. Odd Taxi movie in the woods. So Odd Taxi was another one of our favorite TV series in 2021 for anime. And it did end a bit on a cliffhanger. So I'm glad that they're talking about it. But for the knowledge that we know so far about the movie, it seems that they're going to be recapping a lot, but then depicting what happens after the anime's finale. So what is your expectations for the movie? And yeah, what are you looking forward to in it?
Well, considering where the TV show drops off, it's a cliffhanger, and even though it's a cliffhanger, it doesn't seem like there's much more to cover. So I do feel like this kind of movie would be the best way to finish the series. Like, even if it is like reconstructing the series, Odd Taxi was such a fun show that I would not mind watching it again. Yeah,
that is true. And also, there's so much going on in Odd Taxi with so many characters and plot lines that I feel like recapping is not the worst idea.
Yeah, as like Tiago knows, but one of my favorite anime, if not favorite anime, is Baccano. And
Great
Baccano,
anime.
Much like Odd Taxi, is a very large cast of characters and really good world building, which is quite similar to what Odd Taxi is in a sense. And I've definitely rewatched it a few times, and I really enjoyed it. And Odd Taxi has given me very similar vibes to that, and overall, just love Odd Taxi.
Yeah, Odd Taxi is amazing. Baccano is also amazing, and I think anyone who hasn't seen either definitely should watch it. It's very unique in its storytelling, and both of them, I think, do a really good job with handling its large cast of characters.
Yep, definitely.
But I think that's about it for spring that we're looking forward to. So, quickly, I just want to hear from you. What is the one anime out of everything on here that if you had to pick one that you would watch?
Spy X Family. Easy.
All right. Yep, it's for me, Spy X Family as well. Even though Bubble, I think, is close second, actually. Bubble, I think, would take over instead of Rising of the Shield Hero Kaguya-sama, but Spy X Family, for sure. I love Spy X Family. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to experiencing it all again, because I have absolutely loved it. Well, everyone, that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and us talking about the spring season. We're really looking forward to a lot of these anime and seeing how it all plays out. And thank you, Bomb, for joining me. This was a good time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Well, everyone, if you are not subscribed to the channel and have not liked this video already, please do so, as it really does mean a lot to me. And also, let me know in the comments, which anime of the spring season are you most looking forward to? I am Tiago with Attack on Tiago, and I hope you all have a nice day.